what's going on? I am Dudley doing some, I wouldn't say damage control, but we had another issue on the homestead while living in the trailer. The hot water heater went out. Well, months ago, the built-in hot water heater went out and it was leaking, so I had to disconnect that. We were living in our van before that, and I had a little electric water heater that's been providing heat for our showers and the sinks inside here for the rest of last year into this year, and now it's getting chilly out. Where's my balaclava? With the temperatures dropping, I was not sure if dripping the faucets caused everything to caused this water heater to get overworked or something like that, but it did. And now I had to go to a store called Camping World and purchase a hot water heater. It's going to be a propane water heater, which this is it right here, the Excel. The Excel. It says German technology, low water pressure start. So I'm going to be installing this one on the outside of the camper. And I purchased it yesterday, got it all home, planned on hooking everything up today, but then I had to wait for Camping World to open up again because, that's screwed on there. Just getting back now. I was trying to figure out how I was going to hook up like 20 or 30 pound propane tanks until I can have the company that I got this from. Let's see that propane tank, 250 gallon tank. So I can have them run a line for that, but how it's set up, it's all the way on the other side. It's on the other side of the camper. I wonder if they can use one of the additional lines that are ran through the camper for propane, like the initial, The initial hot water heater that stopped working, not the electric one that I installed. So hopefully they'll be able to do that on that other side. This piece is the propane connection. And I thought, don't I need a regulator and all this other stuff? And since I got the big propane tank, this right here was just sitting on the front of the of our words are not working right now, on the front of our trailer, not doing anything. And this is what I need to connect to that hot water heater, but this doesn't connect to that, even with the adapter that it came with. It just goes in there like that. So I went up to Camping World, and we were trying so many different options. We talked about replacing this regulator with something else, talked about taking this line out and trying something else, see if they had a line to go in here. They didn't. See if we could create a line that just had one of these on it. None of that stuff was working. And since this piece didn't go in here, one of the guys in there, which was a great help, he went in the back and then went through his whole toolkit and then found this giant nipple thing that actually screws into here and screws onto the hot water heater. So don't need this one, but I'm going to keep and hold on to it in case once I get the big propane tank hooked up and set in there, if that needs to actually happen. So now I'm about to head to the other side of the trailer, get all of this hooked up, put some Teflon tape on everything so don't have any leaks or anything, and hopefully within the next hour or so we'll have some hot water. Now see, what I'm planning on doing is taking that off, running the water lines in through there. This is the original, oh, it's focusing on my hand. Up here is the original hot water heater. There is a gas line right here that hopefully our local company can connect from there, which goes through the trailer to the big propane tank. But I'm going to be hanging the hot water heater propane tank up here, or at least right there for now, and connect the water lines in through there, and everything should work. And you see some of my other handiwork with the exhaust. The exhaust that was not extended out here, with it right there, it would just suck the exhaust into the air intake, which is the weirdest design. The exhaust and the air intake is right there. There's no separation, so it just filters through, and then eventually gas goes, the exhaust goes into the house. But I'm gonna sit the propane tanks down over here. Gonna have the hot water heater hanging up here, and the lines going in through there. So right now I'm gonna get this all disconnected, and that should be it. Well, this is the inside right here. On the other side of that, I just disconnected those two hoses for that panel outside. Got the towel there for the little bit of water that's leaking. Now I'm going to take the hoses that I have connected right here, these metal hoses, and have that ran outside going to the new water heater. And here's the older water heater. Well, no, the water heater that is built in is right there. That's broke. I already disconnected that one. And now this one that I had in a van is right there. This one stopped working, so I'm gonna toss this one as well. Got the hoses disconnected, and also got the lines disconnected from here, so this should just come out. Or maybe just toss those on the ground, wiggle a little bit, and there we go. We are out with the line still dripping a little bit of water. That's what I'm going to connect to. All right, next part done. I was able to connect the lines and then pull them through. Had to open up some right here to get the fittings and everything through. Now to mount the propane, the hot water heater, and hook everything up. All right, well, it's running. Now to go inside and see how it's doing. I had my wife turn on the hot water, and it just kicked on automatically from D cell batteries. D batteries going there. So we'll see how it's doing. That was a little bit of a task. Not necessarily installing it. Installing it was easy. It was setting those two little knobs there, and also over at the pole where our water feed is, setting that to a lower temperature so this can keep up and constantly produce hot water instead of it going hot, then cold, then hot, then cold. Had to lower the water pressure and put both of these knobs all the way up. Now it's working fine. We got hot water in the trailer again. It's another happy day. Need the shower. Shalom.